Hey guys, Mardy Rooster here, and today I want to talk about a topic that I think is the reason behind a lot of rage, anger and frustration with Call of Duty World War II. Now, I've been very active on social media since the launch of World War II, and the same thing is happening to so many other people that it occasionally happens to me, and once you guys realize this, you will realize it's happened to you too. Now, there's a lot of people out there that you just get mad that you're chasing after a person, you can see it in a kill cam or whatever, they're like running away, then they stop and they aim at a doorway, then you walk through the doorway and they kill you, and you're like, how the hell did this guy know how to do that? There's no way he could have known I was coming through that doorway or whatever. There's no way this guy's hacking, he's a cheater, he's a bitch, he's whatever, right? And you just get so mad about it, and it happens again and again and again and again. It's so frustrating. Well, this problem is solely because Sledgehammer Gaming really messed up the recon aircraft, and they messed up the ways you can avoid the recon aircraft's effect. At the moment, there is one way to completely avoid the recon aircraft's effect, there's one way to semi-avoid the recon aircraft's effect, and there's one way to destroy the recon aircraft itself. And that right there is where the problem lies. Players cannot just slap a launcher as their secondary weapon and call it good and attempt to shoot down aircraft periodically throughout the game. No, they can't do that. They have to have the launch basic training on, and hardly no one uses it because there is just so much good basic trainings out there. There's primed, there's gunslinger, there's lookout, there's all these different basic trainings that improve the way your character performs inside a match. And you're telling me you want us to say, oh screw that, we'll be at a disadvantage, but we will put the launch basic training on so we can try to shoot down air support. With all the Christmas Eves recently in Call of Duty World War II, guys, listen to this. I saw 3 people on my team in Team Deathmatch with rocket launchers trying to shoot down the same UAV. It ain't easy at all. There is absolutely no reason rocket launchers can't be a normal secondary weapon, just like the pistols. And if that's not bad enough, the problem snowballs. And now, people are like, oh hey, there's always UAVs up in the air. Well, I should stop calling UAVs, shouldn't I? I should call them recon planes. Okay, but there's all these recon aircrafts in the air. Okay, so the only way I can avoid this 24/7 is if I play with a mounted division. And then what they do is they put on the mounted division and you just play normal. And then when you finally do get a UAV, because no one can shoot it down, everyone's invisible to the radar anyway. And then because they've got the mounted division on, they have dead silence on, because that's what you get level 4 mounted division, you get silent movement. And also, they're hidden to player controlled score streaks. So they're invisible to UAVs, they're invisible to player controlled score streaks, and they have silent movement. And that's not because they want to, it's because they're like, oh hey, I'm getting sick of dying all the time, so I'm just going to have to use the mounted division. So then in that case, why not just remove all the other divisions out of the game? I mean, I love using all the other divisions, don't get me wrong, but it's just like everyone eventually is going to get sick of dying all the time, and everyone's going to be playing with the mounted division eventually. I'm not going to go deep inside this subject, guys, because I know some of you know I am a game design student here, and it's just called a dominant strategy. Once the player finds a dominant strategy in the game, they stick to that strategy because it doesn't make sense to use any other strategy because it doesn't work as good as a dominant strategy. So they've done the most stupid mistake in the whole of game design and on purposely made a dominant strategy in the game. I guarantee you this, the majority of the playbase will be using mounted division before Black Ops 4 or whatever comes out. Also, their argument to this is, hey, we have a basic training you can use, it's called flanker. While you are running around, as long as you are running at top speed, you will be invisible to UAVs. And it's just like, okay, on the infantry, armored, expeditionary, you don't really run around very often anyway. Your run doesn't last anywhere near as long for it to be any of use. So it's just like, okay, so then we have to use the airborne division with this basic training. But oh, hold on. Now we can't use the scope basic training, the prime basic training, or whatever. So we can't use our favorite basic training. Hell, I'm just going to use the mounted division and I can use any kind of basic training I want. Do you guys see the problem? They created a dominant strategy right here. I'm not going to get all into it, okay, because it's really confusing. But what you got to know is once a player finds a dominant strategy, they stick to that strategy because it's superior to all other strategies. I'm sorry guys, I tend to ramble on, especially when it's about a subject where I know something about it, like this whole dominant strategy thing. And it's just so frustrating because if I'm only a student and I know, these guys are hardened veterans here of the game design industry, they know of course, and it's just like, I don't know how to let this slip. So next time you guys are in a match and you are getting killed by some BS ways, just remember it might be because of a recon aircraft. And that is going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please remember to leave a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications. I'm out, guys. Peace.